Let's get it on. Forget the loss, the money. We're in this together and through it all. They said that nothing's forever, and they refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up?
What up, it's your boy T-Bear, her reaction to Today's Wrestling Wednesday, possibly part 1. And this video is from, let me bring it up, this is from Raw is Danny. So I called him across this video, Wrestling, Rated M Wrestling, though. Shout out to him as well, too. His reaction is pretty awesome, though. So this one is when WWE realized they made a huge mistake. And we have witnessed, if you've been a WWE fan for a while and didn't jump ship or anything over to this is that, you have realized that WWE have made some silly mistakes with just for the sake of either marketing, the business, records, etc. right now as well too. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't care what anybody say. If they don't let Cody Rhodes win at WrestleMania 40 just for Roman Reigns to stack pad records and stuff like that while he barely wrestled, that's gonna be another huge mistake as well too. This is a people probably think that Roman dropping in WrestleMania is gonna be a mistake. I don't think so, because they want to witness him break these records, even though he's barely wrestles. That's another story. So a lot of stuff had happened over. A lot of stuff happened over for the records. Business as Jamie Asian say, or thinking that this need to happen to spice things up, spice a character up, like a certain turn, a heel turn, or even a face turn as well too. But sometimes they come out as mistakes. So we want to look at when we went at the time that WWE made huge mistakes. Let's get it.
The WWE has given fans memorable title changes, iconic Royal Rumble and WrestleMania matches, and countless other iconic moments, each with the sole purpose of accomplishing one thing: to send the fans home happy. But what happens when the complete opposite occurs and fans end up going home either disappointed or straight up confused with what they just watched?
Oh yeah. That too, man. How you gonna just have a DQ in a damn Hell in a Cell match? Though? That was dumb. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, by the way.
Today, we look back at 5 of those matches that we can all agree should be entirely forgotten. We're going to kick off this video with a match that should not have gone down the way that it did. On October 4th, 2019, WWE SmackDown premiered on...
Here's the thing. We even got that Brock was probably going to be the winner. But the way you did it, that was bullshit.
Fox for the first time ever. It was a big night for the WWE as The Rock made a special appearance, Marshmello won the 24/7 title, and there was a ladder match between Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. The main event for the milestone show saw the Beast Brock Lesnar take on WWE Champion Kofi Kingston. And in one of the most surprising moments in WWE history, Brock Lesnar hit Kofi with just one F5 and ended the 6-month reign of Kofi Mania in 7 seconds. The match was shorter than Paul Heyman's introduction for Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
The night ended so fast that Michael Cole didn't even have time to finish mentioning the sponsor for that night's show.
Tonight's main event is sponsored by Ghost Recon Breakpoint, available now. And Brock Lesnar quickly with Kofi Kingston.
Fans in attendance and at home were naturally stunned.
Oh yeah, let's see that first one right there. That first suite. They got ready. Let's see that first suite right there. They did all that. They did Kofi dirty. Said all for Cain Velasquez and Lesnar to stare each other down for the remaining. Exactly. And they didn't do shit with the Cain Velasquez thing anyway. The matchup between them was bullshit as well too. So yeah, they didn't do shit with it. That's the other part about it. Like, this is the thing. This ain't about I'm mad because I'm a face fan. He was a heel fan. He was a fan. I didn't care about facing heel. This was bullshit. That was bullshit. Utter bullshit. You could at least gave Kofi some kind of fight, man. We get that Kofi was not a good match for Brock Lesnar, but you gave a lot of folks who was not a good match for Brock Lesnar some fight, better fights than Kofi Kingston, man. Like, come on, man.
And at home were naturally stunned that the WWE decided to end Kofi's historic title reign the way that they did.
Exactly.
But before anyone had time to even process what they just witnessed, WWE quickly moved on and had Cain Velasquez make his debut to confront Lesnar to build towards their match at Crown Jewel the very next month. And although this match ended on a negative, nothing could prepare any WWE fan for what was about to happen just 2 days later. Just 48 hours after the controversial match between Kingston and Lesnar, WWE held their Hell in a Cell pay-per-view that year from the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. The main event for the show featured Universal Champion Seth Rollins going one-on-one against the Fiend Bray Wyatt for the Universal title inside the Hell in a Cell. Controversy would strike once again, however, when referee Rod Zapata called for the bell and disqualified Rollins after he hit Wyatt with a sledgehammer. Fans were furious over this decision to end the Hell in a Cell match like this and began to boo and chant.
That whole thing ruined, right? Not only ruined the Fiend's character, but also ruined even soiled more Seth Rollins than Babyface run at the time as well too. It was always going down here already because of the bad tweets, because the tweets and all that going on at the moment as well too, that he did, because his tweets going on as well too, but also his folks who son said it's going stale, so that was the dagger for both the Fiend and the Fiend in general in a way, and Seth Rollins' face run, man, at the time.
Despite the match featuring two of WWE's most popular superstars, this match specifically has gone down amongst fans as being one of the worst conclusions to a main event in professional wrestling history. The reason? This was a Hell in a Cell match, and the rules in a Hell in a Cell match mean that there are no rules, which means that there are no disqualifications, yet this match ended in a disqualification. Although the WWE Universe were rightfully upset, no one was more angry than Seth Rollins himself, who revealed in an interview that he was ready to attack Vince McMahon as soon as he got backstage after the match.
I don't blame him. You pretty much fucked up my whole run. Not only the match, not only that, you fucked up my fans already are iffy about my babyface run already because of my tweets. No, that you just pretty much say fuck your babyface run. You know what I'm saying?
Due to this terrible decision, the WWE would probably like you to forget that this match ever even happened, just like the next match on our list, the 2014 Royal Rumble. On April 4th, 2014, WrestleMania 30 took place from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is where Daniel Bryan would enter the main event as the company's biggest babyface. Fans wanted to see one thing and one thing only that night: Daniel Bryan holding up the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at some point. WWE finally listened to the fans and gave them exactly what they wanted when Daniel Bryan defeated Batista and Randy Orton and became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion for the first time. Getting to this moment wasn't so easy if you were a Daniel Bryan fan, because just a couple months prior to this at the 2014 Royal Rumble, fans made it extremely clear who they wanted to see win the Rumble that year, and that man was Daniel Bryan. No matter who was in that number 30 spot, if that entrance name wasn't Daniel Bryan, fans were gonna riot regardless. It was a nightmare situation for the returning Batista, as he would go on to win the match, but it was an even bigger nightmare for WWE, as they learned a valuable lesson the hard way that night, which is sometimes listening to your audience isn't always a bad thing.
Exactly, man. Like, I get that sometimes they feel like fans don't know what they're talking about or know what they want and all that as well too. But there's time where fans know what they want as well too. And I felt bad for Rey Mysterio because he got booed when he came out 30 in babyface. Batista was supposed to go in as a babyface, but he ended up being known as Bootista, and they went along with him being a heel going forward as well too. And Roman was like the effective babyface at the time. Well, he was baby. I think they already turned face already. Yeah, I think they already turned face by now as well too. And and that's like the rare time you heard Roman as a babyface getting cheered hard as well too. So yeah.
Fortunately, they forgot that lesson entirely and did it all over again during the next match on our list.
And speaking of Roman Reigns in this one, Let me let you know, this is around time when Roman Reigns was a babyface. I was at that live event. I felt so bad for Roman Reigns. It wasn't even funny. Like they did him dirty. The crowd did him dirty, man.
Which is the 2015 Royal Rumble. By the time the 2015 Royal Rumble came around, Daniel Bryan was still easily one of the hottest superstars in the company, and because of this, fans yet again only wanted to see him win that year's Royal Rumble. But just like the Rumble in the previous year, WWE had other plans. Daniel Bryan would enter at number 10, and that triggered one of the biggest pops of the night, but to every fan's dismay, his time in the match wouldn't last very long. After surviving only 10 minutes and 36 seconds, Bray Wyatt would eliminate him from the match. Fans were left stunned that the WWE would let this happen for the second year in a row, so they voiced their displeasure right away by booing and chanting for him well after he was eliminated.
I remember that.
Every man for himself. This crowd here is still reeling over the fact that their favorite Daniel Bryan got eliminated.
But it actually got worse. Once Big Show and Kane eliminated Dean Ambrose, and fans realized that the final four men in the match were just Big Show, Kane, Rusev, and Roman Reigns, they were livid and started to boo and chant.
WWE fans, of course, not happy with the elimination of Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler here tonight.
Their last saving grace, however, was Rusev, who was still outside of the ring but not yet eliminated, so fans quickly started to chant.
Wow.
Since they wanted anyone but Reigns to win that night. But unfortunately, Roman would quickly eliminate him and win the match instead. Now, winning the Royal Rumble is a huge milestone for any WWE superstar, and it's a moment they will go on to remember for the rest of their lives. But in Roman Reigns' case, it's probably a moment he'd like to forget. His win was met with huge backlash from the WWE.
These dickheads, we got him as a dickhead now. That's just tribal dickhead right now because of the dickheads that wanted to boo him and all that shit, man.
WWE Universe, as it came at a time when the company was trying to force Roman Reigns to get over with the fans when they really just wanted Daniel Bryan. Not even a surprise appearance from The Rock could save this moment from utter disaster, as you can tell by the look on his face. It was a rough night to be a Daniel Bryan fan, but if you're a Dolph Ziggler fan, our final match on this list probably isn't your favorite one. In September of 2018, the WWE announced that they would hold a World Cup tournament where 8 men would compete to determine who the best.
And this thing about this World Cup, not a single person was an international wrestler. I mean, closest we got was Rey Mysterio. You know, he lived and born and raised in the USA though.
In the world was. Eventually, it all came down to Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz in the finals. But before the match officially started, The Miz got injured and wouldn't be medically cleared to compete in the match. Frustrated by all of this, the SmackDown Live commissioner Shane McMahon would volunteer to take The Miz's place before they officially announced Ziggler to be the winner by forfeit. He would surprisingly go on to beat Ziggler after hitting a coast-to-coast on him and won the WWE World Cup. Fans watching at home took to social media to voice their displeasure.
Hold up, let me see what the first thing said.
On to beat Ziggler after hitting a coast-to-coast on him and won the WWE World Cup. Fans watching at home took to social
media. Let me see. Fans actually, hold up. Try and catch the first one, man.
On to beat Ziggler after hitting a coast-to-coast on him and won the WWE World Cup. Fans watching
WWE fans actually hate how the World Cup ended. Okay, yeah.
At home took to social media to voice their displeasure.
Doesn't even matter because he's going to pin Dolph Ziggler, a full-time superstar, 3-inch Shane's the best in the world. Are you kidding me?
This is a joke. No, oh my fuck. This is a disgrace. No disrespect to Shane, but what the fuck? We got robbed. This was supposed to be Miz versus Dolph.
In a tournament which included Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and Jeff Hardy, all competing. In the end, it was Shane McMahon who was deemed the best in the world. So, are there any moments on the
5 matches that made being a fan embarrassing? I might have checked that out. I'm gonna check that out another time. But other than that, this was cool. This was I wouldn't say it was a cool match. This was a video, definitely a lot of videos that most videos like 100% truth though. especially first one. I mean, as well too. Like I said, the one the 2015 Rumble, I felt bad for that then babyface Roman Reigns at the time as well too, man. And the reason why that it was like part of the seed that planted why we got this dickhead we got now because of that as well too, and why we dealing with the bullshit we have now with him holding the title barely forever though. I mean, it's a big fuck you. It's like the Reign of Terror was a big fuck you over the because Vince wanted to punish him Triple H at the time for the curtain call as well too, man. They punished them, but then punished the fans by doing the bullshit they do with the person they punish, whatever. Or either way, it's crazy. Well, then, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. It's your boy Chiba signing off. One love.